Blessings, peace and blessings, peace and love. Uh, Good evening. Peace to the nation. I hope this evening finds you all well. This is today is one of the established the Western established holy days known as Mother's Day, and I'm sure that many of you, more than a few, have acknowledged their mother today. I spoke to my mother last night at the job because when I talk to her, it's normally after 12. So I told her, I told her that already, Mother's Day already. Uh, but it's time for the cliche counter message. It's Mother's Day every day. You should honor your mother every day. Why I gotta be one day where you gotta do something special for your mama? Woo. You should be striving to be special, do something special for your mama every day. Some of y'all don't like y'all mama. Some of y'all mothers are unlikable. Hey man, uh, all you can say is that some people don't even get a chance to meet their mothers or don't have their mothers in their lives at all. The same goes with the father. They may not be much of a mammy, but that's all the mammy you got, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, it's Mother's Day today. Uh, I got to go ahead to this plantation. I left the plantation last night, man. I had a headache. There was a headache. I had a headache where I couldn't deal with that shit no more, man. It seems like I'm being they're trying to maybe I might be paranoid. That's the thing. Folks trying to sabotage a nigga. But back to Mother's Day. Yeah, man, you got to value your mother. Value your mother while she is here on earth. Even if she leaves the earth. As when I speak to my living mother, I know that that time, that day will come, and I used to have the cowardly. I mean, and in my mind, when you think about it in hindsight, because the notion, if you go past me, speed up, buddy. This shit's ridiculous. Uh, I mean, I guess it was selfish, but then it's when I go back to cowardly, some people state when people and you can't really judge people really, and even if you do judge them, they gone, so it don't matter no way. People that commit suicide is cowardly act, blah blah blah. Just like when they say, never mind, stick to the point, bro. Uh, Mother's Day, and one time I was like saying, I don't want to be around my mama. I'd rather leave before my mama leaves, so I won't have to deal with that type of pain. That was a much younger man speaking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's your mother. It's one of the tightest connections that you'll have in life. And here we are, where they might be jeopardized, and I'm being retarded. They always doing some shit, man. Keep the traffic flowing. I got it. I got a little time. Um, and when I talked to her, I mean, I've asked her, she said, I said, I don't know what I'll do. How would I make it? She said, and it's three simple words. You will be all right. I mean, and that's always, and then the way we think about it along the course of your life, when it might have been challenges you was going through, situations, circumstances you might think there may not be any way out of. Mama might have been that only that last word. It might for some of y'all folks might be your family, but I don't. It's been mama. That people might call it, and I don't consider it a shameful title to be a mother's boy. Hey, call it what you want. I ain't, I can be fortunate to say that I haven't met any woman yet in my life that's compared to the love that I got for her is compared to the love I received from my mother. They be trying to cut it down. I can't get over that. To the love I received from my mother, yeah, they be trying to cut somebody down. And these people are in a hurry to get nowhere. They'll try to. I mean, they'll cut you off when they know that all three lanes are maybe blocked. They just for the sake of being in the car in front of you, be in the car in front of you, for you to be in the car behind them. Man, I ain't trying to have to pay nobody else. Another insurance premium. But yeah, so I talked to mine, she said you'll be all right. And and you know that one day those are gonna be the only words you had to cling to. And then behind those words is her assurance. Her assurance. She was assured. She had faith in you. She believed in you enough to know that how she sold. I don't know if it's the right word. How she nurtured and raised her child. She has confidence to know that if I tell my child, I tell, if I tell my son, I just I got it, even if it don't look like it's all right, I still got to believe it because mama said so. It ain't gonna feel all right. I guess like the pastor said, it'll be all right after a while. after a while, it'll be all right after a while. But yeah, man, some people this Mother's Day might hit a little different than last year's Mother's Day, due to the fact they had the absence of a mother. To those people, there's only so much that you can do on this internet other than talk and maybe say words. But I like to believe that I have empathy for you today, and I hope I want to be sure the craft. No, I don't know if the words is right to say craft. I really want to make sure that the empathy in which I extend and feel, extend and receive, because in my mind, empathy is a giving and a receiving type action, because you have to be able to receive the energy coming from the person that you're being empathetic with, and of course you have to process that energy in order to emit energy that might be either comforting or even sometimes in conflict with that person's soul that's opposed from you. But they're like a bit long story short, not to get too deep with that. The empathy in which I feel for those people who don't have their mothers today is the same empathy that I will most assuredly and most certainly need one day from them, from others. Because man, I can't imagine calling that phone, and I've been calling just about every night, and really I got to the habit of calling every night when COVID started. And you nigga had to slow down. We wasn't working, just at the house and underneath the, call, see what's going on. Mom doing, make sure you call every day. So I do my best to call every day, and I think I'll give myself a 99.8 percent track record. Some nights are beyond my control. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Well, some nights I miss. Just put it like that, boy. I hope you ladies are having a happy Mother's Day. I see some folks talking over there. I've been trying to get to the spot because this is my last work day. I left last night, and I don't have to take a half a point, but I may take a half a point or whatever. I may use my PSL with the ass, but then again, it's like, man, I feel like I'm being sabotaged at this beach. But who's speaking? Venus. What's going on, Venus? Baby C, thank you, brother, for attending my TED Talk. Nigga Nation or nothing. Ahmed, hello. Would you rather? I'd rather be an NIGGA so I can get high and smoke weed all day. If you know what I'm saying. Negro. That was the evolution from the nigger. Supposedly, that's when the nigger. I need to fix that. I just take my I lost my train of thought when I was saying that though. But yeah, man, shoot. Value, even if it ain't just, even if it's Mother's Day, I believe in my mind it's Mother's Day every day. Love on your mama every day, if as long as you got it. Sometimes we have complicated relationships with our mamas. Communication is valuable in them type of situations. even if you hold on. Even if you don't receive the communication from that person that you want to receive in your effort to communicate with them, speak your piece. Speak your piece and walk away. Like they said in the Bible, you know, those who do not receive your words, wipe the dust off your feet as you leave a dwelling. You know, just leave and they can't receive the mess what you putting down. And you know, ain't no reason for you to sit around and cast your pearls before swine. I was thinking that. Busy baby. Have an awesome evening as well, sister. Everyone in here, enjoy your Mother's Day. Mother's eternity, folk, man. Man, I pray for y'all who missing their mom and day for comfort. I pray for you who had a difficult relationship and don't necessarily know the type of you know, mama ain't never perfect, you know, because Jesus, they say Jesus, but Jesus is the only person who's perfect. That's according to the Bible that grannies and mama and them and aunties and them put down, and you know, but ain't nobody perfect. Just make sure that it's always in the effort of having peace. You know, gain a little peace, and you know, peace, and in peace you get the love, and your love, with the love you're able to give and receive blessings. You know, because love is reciprocal. You know, you can love something, but you would expect someone. But you would expect to have that love reciprocated, you know. Otherwise, you'll get to the point where you believe your love wasn't valued at all. If you know what I'm saying, you did, man. Nigga nation, and I gotta go, folks. I appreciate y'all time. I'll holler at y'all next go around. I'm off for the next 2 days after I finish this plantation run tonight. Nation, nothing.